Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles. With a knowledgeable sales staff and an amazing service department, you'll drive away satisfied. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
Jeff Blackman joined here tonight by a couple of the Kemper volleyball tip players. We've got Wkarsyn Overmohle and Elsa Tiefenthaler after they pick up a convincing and dominant 3-0 victory tonight over the Creston Panthers as their opener in the conference here tonight and home opener. Wkarsyn, congratulations, really strong performance. I really liked watching you serve tonight especially. What was working for you with your service game?
Finding the open gaps in between spots and just getting them down and in.
What were you using tonight? What was effective and where were the gaps that you were trying to hit the most?
Between 1 and 6 were open, and then when they push that, you just go to the other side.
Top spin for you, is that what you're using the most, or you like to float a little better? What is it with your float?
It's flat, so hopefully it stays in, doesn't float out.
You got some younger hitters this year. How do you feel like you're building that rapport with those younger hitters?
Good. I think we got their confidence up and going, which helps a bunch during the sets, and they put the ball down very well. So,
talk about developing that confidence for the younger players. You were one of them just a couple of years ago, right?
Yes.
So what's it like then to try and develop that confidence for them?
It takes a lot from the upperclassmen to step up and talk to them, adjust what they're doing, just help them out each day by practice and games it shows.
What'd you see from Creston's block tonight? How did you try to adjust with that?
Nothing really much. We got over their block, and I think we did well on that, especially covering if so.
I know I kidded you at media day that I heard you might get a chance to swing some. You got some of that chance tonight. How you feeling with that?
I was pretty shocked to go in, but just used what I had to try to get them in and over.
Where's this team at right now, and how good can this team be?
I think we're looking super well for so far as the start. I think we can go pretty far if we keep that up.
Well, I tell you what, great job. Appreciate you joining us here. Best of luck coming up the rest of the way.
Thank you, Jeff.
You bet. Let's move over now to Elsa Tiefenthaler. And how did it feel for you here tonight?
It was pretty good. It was a good crowd. It was fun.
Seemed like you got a rhythm with Colby Peter, one of those freshmen, right away tonight. Talk about that and how you were able to establish that pretty quickly.
We've been developing that all summer. It has not been quick at all, but it's been fun to play with them. New bodies, well, kind of new bodies, but it's been fun to develop the new hitters, but it took a lot from us, as she said.
I thought, too, that it looked like you got Bree going pretty early tonight as well. Bree Wattrot, she's probably going to be that leader up front for you swinging-wise.
Yes.
What is it like trying to establish her, but then getting everybody else involved?
Yeah, well, we've been working together since I don't even remember. But, yeah, getting to play with her and at this level is fun. And it's just fun. He's messing with me.
So talk about your serve tonight. How'd you feel when you were serving?
It felt really good from the get-go. Ball was a little flat, but then we switched it out. Then it was good. I was just messing with them short and deep. So
how do you adjust and where were you? How are you deciding who's calling that for you? Or if you want to go short or deep?
So Bodsy's calling it on the bench, but we have the ultimate decision where it goes. But I normally go around that range, either short or deep of where she calls it.
Which one do you like better?
Probably 5 and 4.
Okay, why is that?
Just where I can hit the hardest.
So who did you feel swung well for you tonight while you were out there?
I think all of our hitters, but especially Brianna, she really led it a lot. But I think all of us swung well, including in the back row played phenomenal to get those swings up too.
What's been the most impressive thing for these first 2 nights? You played 2 matches last night, 1 tonight. What has stood out for you about this kind of a young team this season, but how well you played so far?
I think it's our dominating from the start. Like last year we were a little slow at the start. This year we're starting right away. We're fiery right away.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here tonight. Best of luck coming up the rest of the way. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
You betcha. We've got, again, Elsa Tiefenthaler. I think we got Rusty Wintermote, the head coach, going to crawl in here real quick. And Coach, Elsa's going to have some fun with you back there.
Elsa is so mean to me in practice, in the game, classroom especially.
Coach, got to be happy, 3-0 to start the year. Big win against a ranked Van Meter team last night. Then you knocked off Underwood. Tonight you take care of Creston. 3 matches in, what stood out for you?
Well, the only thing really that stood out to me from what we talked about with the girls from last night to tonight is that I want you to start making teams play up to who you are. let's stop playing to who they are. Let's make people play to us. And I felt we were very much more consistent with that tonight. So really that's what stood out to me, other than we've always had the philosophy, have 3 hitters, have 4 hitters, always somewhere. And tonight the girls showed that they could move out to outside, move right side. It didn't matter where I put them. The only thing I wish we would have done better, and I can't fault them too much, is that we didn't get a lot of touches on the ball at the net, but we also forced them to roll them high on us, so our defense in the back was able to pick up. So the most pleasing thing for me right now is that the fact that they played more consistent tonight. I don't care who the opponent was, more consistent throughout the night to really set the tone and say, you got to come after us because we're coming after you.
I thought you guys did a nice job with the serve tonight, getting them out of system. Did you see that, or did you feel that way?
Yeah, no, Boz was talking about that. Obviously, we always want to stay away from the libero, but so we kept serving a lot of 1s down the line, 5s more towards the line, and then started mixing in some shorts. So Boz does a great job of trying to read what's going on, but we also remembered from last year, watching a little bit of video, they struggled on balls to the line part, and so we just focused on that and then tried to figure out, okay, now if they're going to take line away, seams are there, and then we also tried to go a little more short on them. Short serve tonight was better than it was yesterday, so that's what we noticed. Work them lines and then come back middle, really make them think, bring them back in, now we take you out to the line again. So
close out a busy week going to the Humboldt tournament on Saturday. What are you looking at up there? That
usually
is strong.
Yeah, we have started out with Fort Dodge, and then we jump right into state-rated South Hardin, and we all know what the nemesis they can be with Kemper Catholic. So we're excited for that opportunity to play them, because I think because we played Van Meter and they had some really nice hitters, we're gonna playing so many games right now. We feel like we could be a little bit stronger going into it, or at least have more confidence in going into it. It's not always going to be our first or second game. Then you throw in South Central Calhoun, who's also rated in in 2A. So she's going to have them more prepared than they were last year. So we've got to step it up for that. And then we have Humboldt, very young team. They played a lot of freshmen and sophomores, so now they're bringing sophomores and juniors back. So I believe this tournament is going to be competitive, all 4 matches. So we lost Grandview Christian to the tournament, and Spirit Lake is not there anymore either. So. But those are 4 quality teams that we're going to face to get us ready for next week when we got on the 3rd, when we got to take on a Roland Story team who's rated. So it's fun. It's nerve-wracking, but it's fun to see some good teams, rated teams come in, see what these kids can do, and just make them believe in themselves. And I think beating Van Meter really helped their confidence. And tonight I think it was more about what we did versus what they couldn't do tonight. So.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the 3-0 start. Appreciate you joining us.
You know what?
Saturday.
When you and Casey always come and you come and we can talk about that all-important Nebraska stuff, it's always a great night with you guys.
A 3-1 win for them over Kentucky tonight.
There you go. Number 2 team in the nation. We got to try and get to that level. If I can get my Bree to be like Andy Jackson, we're great.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, appreciate you joining us. Best luck.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff.